Hello again, this is Steve Schmid with Simple Pump Company. Today in this video we're going to talk about changing the seals on your cylinder, on the piston that's in the cylinder. We're not going to show the complete uninstallation of the pump. It would take quite a bit. We do have instructions on our website on how to do that. What we're going to do is start from having the actual cylinder itself in hand and how we get the seals changed from there. Now we do have three different sizes of cylinders now. The 100, which is the very first cylinder that we actually have, and it's for the deepest sets. We have changed a couple of things. There's now a foot valve on the bottom. Some of you may actually have a ball and seat, which was the older style, and then there was a short period of time where we did an actual spring check valve. All of those will follow the same exact process to change the seals on the piston. We have the 125. This was the second cylinder that we introduced. It's a ball and seat style bottom check valve. We have changed the connection here. Now we use an O-ring with a machined adapter. In the past, we've actually used a bushing that's been turned down. Again, the same process to change the seals on the piston. And our latest cylinder, which is the 200, has always had this design because it's a new design, and we'll be able to show you how to change the pistons on the seals in this one as well. Now we're going to do the 200. Again, I like to use a vise versus using two pipe wrenches, but you can do that in the case that you don't have a vise. So you'll want to secure the cylinder. Piston always goes in the top and out through the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and loosen this bottom seat. Unthread it all the way. Be careful, there's a ball inside. That'll come right out. The ball in the bottom seat, put that to the side. On this one, you have this short section of 1 3/4. That was there for the installation. It does not need to come out. So all you're going to thread off is the actual acetyl adapter right here. It's MPT threads, so it's going to be tapered. It's going to start out being pretty tight, and then it'll loosen up as it goes. More. Pull those pieces, put them to the side. Then we're just going to push piston right out of the cylinder, and now we've got the piston ready to change the seals. All right, now we're going to change the seals on our 200 piston. I'm going to use the tool that I use on the rod glands. You can use a small flat tip screwdriver if you would like. But you're going to want to get into the groove in the piston, get underneath that seal, pull it off. We'll do it on the top. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. They're in there really tight by design. Okay, now our 4 seals are off. We've got our 4 new seals. With the 200 piston, we use 4 seals that are made of EP rubber, so they're all the same, doesn't matter which groove they go into. The one thing you do need to make sure of is that the U is pointed up. Up is towards the piston rod. This makes sure that it lifts the water and doesn't allow water to squeeze by. So, want to start with our inside groove, kind of get it started. Just bring that around to the outside, make sure it's nice and tight in there. Go to the next one, around the edge, flip it over, again making sure that it's pointed up Sometimes it gets a little crooked in there. Make sure it's nice and straight. Do the last one. There we go. Now we've got new seals on our 200. All right, now we're going to rebuild our 200 cylinder. I want to take our bottom seat. Bottom seat is the one that had the ball with it. I like to bring the O-ring out of its groove. This one's being a little tricky here. I can use my tool here to do that. I like to take it and kind of stretch it around a little bit. It's been in that position for a long time, and we want to make sure that the O-ring seats within the O-ring groove on the cylinder, so that'll stretch it out and get it ready to go. I'm just going to thread it right into the bottom here. Nice and tight. Grab your pipe wrench, nice little torque on it. Take your ball goes below the piston, so that goes in first. These MPT threads can be a little sharp, so you're just going to want to be gentle with this as you put it in there. And then once it's in, it should be very smooth. If it's not smooth, then these threads might have caught the seal and it's binding up. So then you'd have to repeat the process, fix the seal, and put it back in again. Once the piston is in, take your adapter. First, you're going to want to put a new couple wraps here of Teflon tape so that it seals. Thread that in. Pipe wrench, get this nice and tight. Like I said, these are tapered threads, so they should seal really well. Okay. And once it's tight, you got your 200 cylinder and it's ready to be reinstalled.